Disney's newest film, Raya and the Last Dragon, was released a few weeks ago, and I wanted to share my thoughts and feelings about it. In an age where Disney is constantly selling out with cash-grabbing live-action remakes, I was thrilled to hear that they are going back to the roots of making original content with this film, and I was even more pleased after watching it. I really liked this movie, and I'm excited about what it possibly means for the future of the studio, but we'll be getting back to that in a bit, so I digress. But first, I wanted to talk about the things that made this movie work in my opinion. First, the world building is incredible and a real standout. It is legit some of the best in any Disney movie, and in my opinion, the strongest aspect of the entire movie. There are a lot of things great about this movie, but none of it works without this setting. It even makes the main conflict that much stronger, and one that I can easily get behind, with the splitting of the 5 different kingdoms, which is what brings me to my next point. This movie's pacing is on point. It wastes no time in setting anything up, and it keeps the plot pushing with every single scene, but it never feels like it's rushing or moving too quickly. It's all done with such finesse, and it really isn't forced at all. It comes so naturally. With each new character that is introduced, it still takes care of business and holds my attention, never dragging. I think I can honestly say that this movie has no filler, and that every single scene is crucial to the development of the plot and characters, which, let's talk about them. As a protagonist, I really liked Raya. She's determined, fearless, and was getting busy with that sword. I thought the side characters were great and that they served their purpose in the film just right. The villain, if you want to call it that, worked for me. A constant threat for sure, but nothing too intimidating. But far and away, the biggest surprise was Sisu, Awkwafina's character. From the trailers and promos, I was almost certain that she was about to be the most annoying thing ever, but she really wasn't. Don't get me wrong, she had her moments, but for the most part, she was a very serviceable side piece that I thought worked really well with Raya. And just off the top of my head, I really liked the score, which was composed by James Newton Howard. The animation, but I mean, come on, that's a given. And the action was spectacular. Obviously, one of the things that a lot of people are talking about all over the internet are the themes and messages that this movie portrays. Most of the film's conflict hinges on trust and political reconciliation, and I think it was handled pretty well. I also like how it was all tied up into a greater message of unity. It seems like with every new film that comes out, I say this, but this was a pretty bold move for a film that was heavily marketed towards kids, but for what it's worth, it works for me. I don't know much about Southeast Asia, but YouTuber Maximum Hype has an incredible video about a few things that the film got right from a cultural perspective. I'll link it down below in the description if you wanted to check it out. But overall, this was a really good film and a very worthy addition to Disney's historic filmography. Even though the global pandemic is still going on and theaters aren't opened everywhere, I hope this movie performs well, because this is when the studio was at its best. Their original animated feature films are their backbone and are the things that they need to be focusing on. I'm hoping this movie could be the start of a new era of Disney filmmaking, the same way The Little Mermaid kicked off the Renaissance and The Princess and the Frog jump-started the revival era. Or Bolt or Tangled, it depends on which way you look at it with that one. Either way, this is the direction Disney needs to go and stop with all the remakes. I'm glad this film came out, and I give it a very solid 8 out of 10.
Epilogue.
What's up, y'all? Today's video was pretty short. I kept it simple, just got my thoughts out, and yeah, but thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one. It's about a certain green ogre. Any guesses? Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.